Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Beast from Idris Elba. Idris Elba. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 8. Okay, so Idris is a dad taking his 2 daughters on safari in Africa. The mother has passed and he's trying to reconnect with his daughters. So far this is looking good, in terms of the emotional impact of the movie. I'm liking the groundwork here. They go to see stuff and they've got a guide, and things kind of go wrong because there's a lion hunting down people. I assume it's a lion because that's what you see, in the trailer. It's been attacking people. And so they get hunted by the lion, and in the process of trying to escape, they, of course, crash the vehicle. So now they're stuck walking back, and it's all sorts of horrible things happen. Is this the guy? Is he from, what's his face? Oh, God, District 9? Is that the District 9 guy? It looks like him. Anyhow, they of course, the hunter becomes the hunted, as they say, always. And then, it all goes wrong. It's a family vacation gone very, very wrong. And Idris has to kill the beast, which in this case I think is the lion. I'm 99% sure it's a lion. But it's like, this is a lion like Jaws was a shark. It's like, it's hunting people. August 19th. So it looks cool. Looks very cool. Looks like a good role for Idris. This is like a real story to me. One that, it's got some drama. It's got some action. He's just a regular guy, kind of, So I could really get on board with him. Not like he's some kind of, superhero on Fast and Furious movie or whatever. This seems like a real movie on one hand, but on the other hand, it's got some fantastical elements of the beast, or beast, just beast, of the lion, the unknown in nature. And it takes place in Africa, which has its own sort of problems, right? And you see a little bit of that in the movie, so I'm glad they're acknowledging reality. So they're hiding in the van, I guess, at night, and bunch of armed guys just show up and drag him out of the car and like, who the hell are you, kind of thing. Yeah, that's not good, and that's something that can happen in Africa. It's not necessarily a safe neighborhood. So yeah, I'm liking the looks of this. I like Idris. I think there's a good role for him. He seems to get, after The Wire, it seems like he couldn't really get a lot of good roles. I mean, he's so great in Luther. He's so great in The Wire. It's like, and you cast him as like, he was the gunfighter in The Dark Tower, which seemed to be a huge miscasting. Didn't seem like a role for him. There's been talk about him for James Bond. I think he would be good in that. But, with all the woke nonsense going on, it just, people would probably interpret it as they just did it because it's woke, right? I think he would have been a good Bond, but quite frankly, they were ruining the Bond franchise long before everything went woke, in my view. I think Casino Royale was sort of like the last decent Bond movie, and then everything else I'd throw it right in the trash. I really would. But this seems like a good movie for him, a good original movie, a concept that makes sense. He's got real stakes here. He's got to protect his daughters. He's got to protect himself. He's in the unknown. He's just a normal guy. He's got to pick up this gun. Maybe he doesn't know how to shoot. I'm not sure what his profession is. His character's profession is in this. Might be a doctor, maybe. Something like that. Something professional. Not something like ex-Navy SEAL or anything like that. Oh, I think he was good in Suicide Squad. He's really good in that. that to me was an example of him making that role his own. You know, the comic character. I mean, I think that was the first time he was on screen. So, anyhow, this, yeah, this is the kind of movie I wanted to see him in. This is the kind of movie I'd want to see any good actor in. It's pretty original. I mean, there's some derivative in that. It's kind of similar to Jaws. It's kind of similar to a lot of movies about Africa. There's been a few movies like this, but this has got just the bare bones, right? He's got 2 daughters. He's got to save them. The lion's attacking people. I mean, it's all there. It's all there. It's fine, and it's going to be a survival of the fittest kind of thing. Law of the jungle. That whole rep. So, first act, he goes on vacation with his daughters. He takes them he's trying to reconnect with them. There's some drama because the mother's dead. I don't know if that ties into what happens to them in Africa, because she clearly was a photographer who went to Africa. Maybe she was a journalist, I'm not sure. So maybe she was killed for reasons they discover in the movie. I don't know. So they go, and that's basically the first act, and maybe they see some evidence that a lion has been attacking people. Then second act, they definitely find people who have been attacked and killed, horribly injured. Their hunter buddy there, the guide, says, "Oh, I've never seen anything like this, so this is an unusual situation. Lions don't normally hunt people, so it's a particular nasty lion." And so they, of course, are out in the savannah and get and end up wrecking the Jeep or whatever. And now they can't get out of the car because the thing will kill them. So they got to spend the night in the savannah or the jungle or whatever. And they do, and of course then some other guys show up and they got guns, and then they're dealing with that. And next thing you know, I predict that his buddy, his guide, dies or gets horribly injured, and then Idris, like in this shot, has to pick up his gun to help to take over. So, and that'll be the third act. Like now, it's up to him to save his daughters from the beast and fight the beast at the end. And it looks like towards the end of the trailer, you actually see him in a fist fight with the lion at the end there. And maybe his buddy gave him some tips. So it's going to be only in theaters on August 19th. This seems like a good movie to see in the theaters, right? This is a movie you could see in the theaters because it's going to have big open vistas. It's going to have the lion. So you're going to see nature. You're going to see the lion. You're going to see fighting. There's going to be action. There's going to be drama. There's going to be everything in this. So yeah, I think this is a big screen movie, but like it's not insanely overproduced, right? It's not going to be like The Gray Man, which I talked about yesterday, which looks good, but could easily become too big about the stunts or whatever. Let the same thing with like Mission Impossible. It's easy to let the stunts and stuff overwhelm the plot. This has like a good plot, I think. I think you'll be invested in these characters, so it's a good balance of what you'll see on the big screen and be like totally invested in watching Idris save his family. Because the stakes couldn't be higher. Yes. So, yeah, I'm down for this movie. I think I'd go see it. Unless I heard it was really, really bad, but I don't think this... It looks decent. It looks decent. And, there's only so many ways a movie like this can go. It's going to be like Jaws. At the end, they kill it. They kill it at the end. It's going to be it looks like a knockdown, drag-out battle, too, at the end, too, with him fighting the lion barehanded. That's crazy. I don't know how they're going to make that work. I don't know how. I guess it was all CGI. I assume. I didn't hear any reports of Idris getting bit on the set recently. So, cool. It's called Beast. Coming August 19th. I think it looks decent. I'm going to give it an upvote. Yeah, Why not? All right, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. I will be on the Indie Comics Relay podcast tonight at 9, so check me out there, and we'll see you in the next one.